Hello, everyone. My name is Jake. I am 26 years old, and I am from Brazil. But 5 months ago, I could not speak a single full sentence in English. I could not even say, "How are you?" without thinking too much. I was completely lost. Today, I want to tell you how I learned English in just 5 months. I did it without expensive classes, without going to an English-speaking country, and without wasting time on useless methods. But this is not just my story. This is your story too. If you have ever felt frustrated, stuck, or embarrassed because of your English, keep watching. I was exactly where you are now, and I promise that if you listen to my full journey step by step, you will know exactly how to improve your English. So, let's go back to the beginning, because my journey did not start with motivation. It started with a big failure that changed my life. It was the moment that changed everything. I always wanted to work for an international company. My dream job was to be a software engineer at a big tech company. I loved coding, I was good at it, and I worked day and night to become the best. Finally, after years of hard work, I got my chance. I applied for a huge company in the US, and the recruiter emailed me, "Congratulations, you are selected for an interview." I was so excited. I imagined my life in a new country, earning a big salary, and working with the best people. But then, the interview happened. I remember it like it was yesterday. I opened Zoom, and there were 3 interviewers. They were all native English speakers, and when they started speaking, I felt like someone had pressed fast forward on their voices. I could not understand anything they asked me. They asked the first question, "Jake, can you tell us a bit about yourself and your experience in software development?" I panicked. I knew the answer in my head, but the words did not come out. I said, yes, I am, software. I do coding, many projects. Good, I am very good. They looked at me, and the silence felt like a knife in my stomach. They asked another question, but I could not answer that either. In the end, one of them smiled and said, "All right, Jake, thank you for your time." I knew what that meant. I had failed. I did not get the job not because I wasn't good enough in my field, but because I could not speak English. That day, I understood the power of English. It was not just a language. It was the key to my dream. And right now, I did not have that key. I felt ashamed, embarrassed, and angry at myself. For years, I told myself, I don't need English. I'll just be good at my job, and that'll be enough. But now I saw the truth. Without English, I was invisible. That night, I made a decision. I would learn English, and I would learn it fast. Most people do one thing first when they start learning English. They pay for expensive courses. However, I did not do that because I had already tried them and they did not work. A year ago, I paid for an online class, but the teacher only made me memorize vocabulary and boring grammar rules. After 3 months, I still could not have a basic conversation. I realized that expensive classes were not the answer. I needed a system that worked in real life. That is when I started my 5-month method, which I will share with you step by step. Part 1. The first 15 days. The biggest mistake beginners make is thinking they need to know more words. I used to think that if I learned 1,000 words, I would be fluent. But the truth is, I already knew hundreds of words and still could not speak. So, for the first 15 days, I did not study any new vocabulary. Instead, I practiced how to use the words I already knew. First, I made a survival sentence list. I wrote 50 simple sentences that I needed every day, like, "How are you?" or "I don't understand." Every morning, I read these sentences out loud 10 times until they became automatic. Second, I started speaking to myself in English every day. This is one of the most powerful things I did. Whenever I was alone, I talked about what I was doing, like taking a shower or making breakfast. At first, I felt silly, but I realized this was my private classroom where no one could judge me. Within just 1 week, my brain started thinking in English. Third, I practiced 5 sentences a day from movies, but with a twist. I didn't just read them, I copied the native speaker's emotion, speed, and pronunciation. This helped me fix my accent and sound much more natural. By the end of those 15 days, something changed. I stopped translating in my head. I could say basic sentences without thinking, and I felt much more confident. Part 2. The real practice begins. After the first 15 days of fixing my mistakes, I was finally ready for the next step. I could say basic sentences easily, but I knew that was not enough. I wanted to have real conversations and understand native speakers without translating in my head. I wanted to speak fluently, so I created a new plan to make English feel natural. I started using a technique called the question-answer method. First, I asked myself a simple question in English. Second, I answered it immediately without thinking too much. Third, I repeated the process and added more details each time. For example, if I asked, "What did you do today?" I started with, "I worked." Then I expanded it. I worked on my project for 3 hours and then I had some coffee. This method trained my brain to think in English and speak without hesitation. I practiced this for 30 minutes every day, and my speaking speed improved a lot. Another challenge was my pronunciation, so I used the echo technique. I listened to a native speaker from a movie or a podcast and paused after each sentence. Then I repeated the sentence exactly with the same speed, tone, and emotion. After practicing this for a month, my English started sounding very natural. For vocabulary, I realized that memorizing word lists does not work, so I used the story method. Every day, I took 5 new words and created a short story using all of them. For instance, if the words were excited and surprise, I made a story about a birthday party. After 3 months, I learned over 1,000 words without boring memorization. To stop translating from my native language, I trained my brain to think in English. I described everything around me, like the blue sky or a man wearing a red shirt. I also started writing a daily journal in English every night to make my writing more natural. Finally, I made a strict rule. I had to speak English for at least 2 hours every day. Even if I was alone, I would talk to myself while cooking, cleaning, or walking. I reminded myself that English was the key to my future, so I could not quit. Part 3. My final breakthrough. Now that I had built the habit of listening and repeating, I wanted to push myself even further. I realized that listening and speaking were not enough if I did not understand English grammar and structure properly. I didn't want to make mistakes that could confuse people, and I wanted to sound more natural. I started observing how native speakers structured their sentences instead of just repeating them. For example, I noticed people said, "I have been learning English," while in school I only learned, "I am learning English." I realized that the English we learn in school is often different from the English people actually speak. I began researching these differences, like when to use the present perfect tense to sound more natural. I also kept a small notebook to write down confusing prepositions like on the bus but in the car. To improve my writing, I started a daily diary where I tried to copy the style of English blogs and news articles. One thing that really accelerated my learning was shadowing. I used headphones to listen to native speakers and repeated every word immediately after them to match their speed. I also watched English movies with subtitles, pausing after every sentence to repeat it with the correct rhythm. At this stage, I understood that English is not just about words, it is also about confidence. I decided not to be afraid of making mistakes and started speaking to people whenever I had a chance. I was surprised to see that people understood me even with small mistakes, and they did not laugh at me. To face my biggest fear of talking to native speakers, I prepared 10 common conversation topics to practice every day. Finally, I joined an online group to practice with people from different countries, which made learning much more fun. As I reached the final stage of my English learning journey, I felt an unshakable confidence growing inside me. I was no longer the same person who had been rejected because of poor English skills. I had transformed myself step by step through consistent effort, practice, and the right mindset. Now, I want to share the last and most important lessons I learned so that you too can achieve fluency. One day, I was speaking to myself in the mirror, as I had done many times before, but this time, something was different. I wasn't hesitating or translating in my head. The words were flowing naturally, and it felt like magic, but it was actually the result of months of effort. That same day, I decided to test my progress by having a deep conversation with a native speaker in an online meeting. At first, I was nervous, but I reminded myself that I had worked too hard to doubt myself now. I spoke clearly and confidently, and I understood others without feeling lost. People listened to me and even asked me questions. It was an incredible moment. That was the day I knew I had achieved fluency. 5 months after I started, I applied for my dream job again. This time, I wasn't the guy who hesitated or felt small. I walked into the interview with total confidence. I sat in front of the interviewer as someone who had mastered the language. I spoke clearly and answered every question with ease because I was owning the language. I could see they were impressed not just with my English, but with my effort and transformation. A few days later, I got the call. "Congratulations, Jack, you got the job." My starting salary was $5,000 a month, which was more than I had ever imagined earning. I stood there with tears in my eyes and immediately called my parents to tell them the news. My mother started crying, and my father told me they always knew I could do it. I realized I wasn't just doing this for myself, I was doing it for them too. With my first salary, I bought my father a beautiful watch and my mother a gold necklace. They initially refused, but I told them it was my way of saying thank you for believing in me. That was the moment I understood every struggle and late night was worth it. The first key lesson is that mindset is everything. You must believe you can learn English just like any other skill. Second, surround yourself with English by changing your phone's language and watching only English content. Third, speak without fear because native speakers appreciate your effort and don't care about small mistakes. Fourth, use active listening and shadowing to improve your accent and natural rhythm. Fifth, expand your vocabulary smartly by learning phrases in context instead of memorizing long lists of single words. Sixth, learn grammar naturally through usage and listening rather than boring books. Finally, consistency is more important than perfection. Practice every single day, even when you feel lazy. Imagine yourself 6 months from now, speaking fluently and enjoying new opportunities. Never give up, because the only thing between you and fluency is consistency. Choose discipline and growth, because your journey to fluency starts right now.